and as she reaches a climax, she screams or cries, and the cry goes out over the fields and touches nature and people in the fields. Love cry. He mounted her, growing between her thighs. A mile away, the Shannon swelled and thrust into the sea, ignoring the gaunt curlew cries. Near where children played in gathering dusk, John Martin Connor cocked his polished gun and fired at plover over Nolan's Hill. A second late, he shot the dying sun and swore at such an unrewarding kill. A quick voice called. One child turned and ran. Somewhere in Brandon's river, a trout leaped. Infinite circles made night spirits stare. The hunter tensed. The birds approached again, as though they had a binding tryst to keep. Her love cry thrilled and perished in the air. The second poem is about my father, who liked to begin every day, as I remember him, with a little dance after he got up and came down to the kitchen. And that man dancing on the kitchen floor is how I like to remember him, with love. No sooner downstairs after the night's rest and in the door than you started to dance a step in the middle of the kitchen floor. And as you danced, you whistled. You made your own music, always in tune with yourself. Well, nearly always anyway. You're buried now in Lislochton Abbey, and whenever I think of you, I go back, beyond the old man, mind and body broken, to find the unbroken man. It is the moment before the dance begins. Your lips are enjoying themselves, whistling an air. Whatever happens, or cannot happen, in the time I have to spare. I see you dancing, Father. And my third poem is called Bread. And it's in the voice of bread, an old tradition in Ireland and Wales and England, where the poet gives the object its voice. A woman is making bread, and the bread is talking. Someone else cut off my head in a golden field. Now I am recreated by her fingers. This moulding is more delicate than a first kiss, more deliberate than her own rising up and lying down. I'm fine as anything in this legendary garden, yet I am nothing, till she runs her fingers through me and shapes me with her skill. The form that I shall bear grows round and white. It seems I comfort her, even as she slits my face and stabs my chest. Her feeling for perfection is absolute. So I am glad to go through fire and come out shaped like her dream. In my way, I am all that can happen to men. I came to life at her finger ends. I will go back into her again. And the fourth poem is a poem in response. I call it a response poem to a poem by Patrick Kavanagh called, a famous poem song poem called Raglan Road. And my response poem is called Raglan Lane, and it's an attempt to substitute happy fulfillment for something approaching bitter disappointment. In Raglan Lane in the gentle rain, I saw dark love again. Beyond belief, beyond all grief, I felt the ancient pain. The joyful thrust of holy lust we stretched on heaven's floor. One moment burned what the years had learned, and I was wild once more. The year's deep cries in her sad eyes became a source of light. The heavy gloom and sense of doom changed to pure delight. And as we walked in joy and talked, we knew one thing for sure, that love is blessed togetherness, and loneliness is poor. Then I grew rich with every touch we loved the whole night long. Her midnight hair on the pillow there became an angel song. Her happy skin beyond all sin was heaven opened wide. But as the dawn came shyly on, I slept and she left my side. Why did she go? I'll never know, nor will the gentle rain. Her up and go was a cruel blow, and yet I felt no pain. For I have loved her body and soul in my own loving way. So I lay and thanked the God of love at the dawning of the day. And to finish, here's a poem called Begin, which I wrote after and rewrote after a serious illness. The sense of beginning again, the thrill of it, the beauty of it, and the promise of it. Begin again to the carolling birds, to the sight of light at the window. Begin to the roar of morning traffic all along Pembroke Road. Every beginning is a promise, born in light and dying in dark. Determination and exultation of springtime flowering the way to work. Begin to the pageant of queuing girls, to the arrogant loneliness of swans in the canal, to bridges linking the past and future, to old friends passing though with us still. Begin to wonder at unknown faces, at crying birds in the sudden rain, at branches stark in the willing sunlight, at seagulls foraging for bread, at couples sharing a sunny secret, alone together while making good. Though we live in a world that dreams of ending, that always seems about to give in, something that will not acknowledge conclusion insists that we forever begin.